Welcome to your ballet bar class. My name is Alyssa Hall and I'll be your instructor today. We'll be focusing specifically on a step called the tendu. Tendu is considered a foundation step and is one that the great choreographer George Balanchine called the essence of most choreography. If you knew how to do the tendu correctly, according to Mr. Balanchine, you could do any step in ballet correctly as a result. So let's take a look at it and give it some focus today. During our routine, we'll be going from the beginning and warming up your body as well as your feet to do the tendus. When we begin with our plies, the word plie means to fold, and we'll be doing half plies, which are called demi, and full plies, which are called grande. We'll also be doing some stretches during that part of our exercise. Then we'll move straight into our tendus, starting from the side and using our plies so we can continue to warm up and stretch our muscles. When we're doing them to the side, we'll be facing the chair that we'll be using as a bar today, and we'll talk about your equipment before we get started. After we work on our tendus to the side, we'll put them into a full combination at the bar and start on your right and then your left foot so that we can work both sides of the body evenly. The pattern for your tendu is called en croix. The words that you're hearing today come from French, and the French vocabulary is how ballet was established. That's why we use those words still to this day, and if they're a little bit unusual at first, let them wash over you. They'll become more natural the more that you use them. En croix is our first pattern. It's French, which means like a cross. So in those patterns, we'll be starting front, side, back, or back, side, front. You'll see more what I mean once we get started. The last pattern we'll be looking at in that section is called en cloche. En cloche means like a bell, and in those parts, we'll be using our leg to sweep back and forth through first position like a bell. After that, we'll be putting our tendus into motion up and down the leg by exploring our coupe position, and if these are my feet, coupe would be right at my ankle, and passe position, which is at the knee. And those positions are ones that you'll hear often in ballet. We'll practice using our tendu to move up and down the leg, as well as to put it into motion in the air, or en l'air. En l'air movement is often called a battement. The word means to beat, but when we use it, you'll see how your foot almost looks like it's stirring a bowl while you move. The last move that we'll be doing today is the grand battement. It's the largest of the beats, and we'll be passing through tendu the same way that we did at the very top of our bar in order to continue the movement into the battement step. By that point, you'll have finished, your body should feel nice and warm, and if you're ready to do more movement today, I encourage you. But definitely continue to build on your skills by repeating this class, reviewing these words, and teaching those patterns to your body. Be patient if you're new to ballet. These things do take time. Let's get started. All that you're going to need today is a chair that will serve as your ballet bar. Try to choose something that's got some weight to it and is sturdy. But while you're working, be careful not to give too much of your weight to your bar. Not only are you cheating, you might have an accident as well. While we're dancing today, you'll see me begin the combinations to the front, and then as we turn the combination around, I'll be repeating it on the left side, and you can see it also from the back. This helps a lot of students because each of us have a different method of learning. We'll get started with our demis. The demi-plie and grand plies, which means to bend, are warming up the large muscles of your leg as well as your knees and other joints. So it begins with 2 demi-plies, and this music that we have at the beginning of our class goes right into it, so we'll have no preparation. And it will go demi-plie and stretch, in demi-plie a second one, and stretch, Grand plie, you'll see the heels come off the floor. So go as far as you can in your demi, lift the heels, put them right back on the floor, and then come up to your full extension. After our grand plie, we'll do a forward bend for 4 counts, coming back, slight back bend, and then we'll tendu, or open, to second position. Each of these positions we're talking about today are standard ballet positions. And let's talk a little bit about turnout before we get too far forward. You'll notice that my knees, or my feet, my toes are not facing forward in the direction that I am looking, but actually my toes are facing out. This is called turnout. And when you're looking for your own personal turnout, to review this, it's best to rise up on your toes, come back on your heels, and then open. If you walk into an open position, that does a lot of damage on your knees, so don't ever start that habit. Let's go back to talking about our combination. So we just finished first position, we bend back, and we open to second. 2 demi-plies in second position, 1 grand plie. We'll bend into the bar, and then up and to fourth position. Fourth position, if you take a close look at the feet, has the working leg to the front and the back leg, which is your supporting leg. And each one of these is in a turned out position. There is a space between the feet. It's about as wide as your own foot is. That's the space. Avoid taking too big of a space for your fourth position, or you can get stuck down there in your demi-plies or grand plies. So we've gone to fourth position, 2 demis, 1 grand plie, and this time we'll do a circular port de corps. We're going to go down all the way to the feet, into your bar, back and around for 8 counts. Point and close to fifth position. Fifth position, you'll notice, have the 2 feet in the same position as fourth, but there's no gap, so that the heel and the toe are touching. We'll do the same, demi-plie, grand plie for 4 counts, and our last stretch will be to the back, starting back into the bar, coming all the way forward down to the knees, and then coming up. And then we'll repeat it to the other side. Let's try that with some music. Demi, and demi, grand plie, 2, come up 3, and 4, bending forward, stretch, 2, hang out there, really stretching those legs. Now reach out to come up, 6, 7, opening to second position, 2 demis, demi, stretch, and demi, stretch, grand plie. Leave your heels on the floor when you're doing a grand plie in second, and up to the bar, bending in, really getting that side stretch, up and bending away, 6, 7, coming through the center to fourth, and demi, stretch, demi, and stretch, grand plie, 1, 2, coming up 3, and 4, and this time grand port de corps, stretching all the way down into your bar, all the way back and out, and to fifth, stretch and demi, stretch, grand plie, 1, 2, come up 3, and 4, and now we reverse back, 2, 3, 4, all the way forward, really stretching, coming up, good, and we can turn to the other side and bring it down. Wait while we start our music once more from the top. grande, 2, come up 3 and 4, and bending forward, 2, 3, really stretching those legs, reach out to come up, 6, and tendu to second position, same 2 demis, bend, and stretch 1, grand plie, grande, 2, keeping those heels on the floor for second position, bend into the bar, 2, holding 3, coming up on 4, bend away, 6, coming up 7, and fourth position on 8, demi, and stretch, demi, and stretch, grand plie, 2, heels down, and 4. Here we go, all the big stretch going down to your toes, into the bar, opening up to the back, 7 and 8, and fifth position, stretch, demi, and stretch, grand plie. Come on, 3 and 4, and this time we will reverse and bend into the bar, coming forward, and up again, and turning around to the other side. Landed in fifth position and show me a little plie. In ballet, when we finish, we always finish strong. We never finish a position and then just give up. We always hold the position, land it, and let your music follow. Just like that. Let's get started with the next one. This next combination begins to use the tendu and adds it with a plie. The purpose of this combination is to begin to warm up your feet. So as you use your feet across the floor, you'll be going to a side tendu or a tendu to second position, and then doing a plie in between, much deeper than that. But as you do, what I ask you to notice is make sure the shape of your foot doesn't sickle. Sickling is when you actually turn your foot like so. So instead of it being a nice turned out shape, we feel like we're working harder by actually pronating the ankle. Don't do that. And the one way that you can catch yourself and train your feet not to sickle is to think about pressing that heel forward. If I'm always presenting my heel forward, it becomes almost impossible to make a shape that looks like that. See the difference? Excellent. So let me show you this combination. We'll be doing it facing your bar. Try not to grip your bar as you do this combination, but just use it as a balance and support. That way you can gain more strength in your core by working those muscles instead. Combination will look like this. We'll start with the right foot and we'll go tendu side, close first, tendu side, close first, tendu side, plie right through the middle, tendu left, and close. We repeat it to the left. Left and close, and left and close, and left, plie, and lift, and close. We'll do that several times through. Feel free to give a lot of attention to your feet. Really push into the floor as you're working today. That creates more tension for your foot and develops all those muscles of the foot very nicely for you. Let's get started with some music. Face your bar. Starting on the right, very slow. Tendu, close. Tendu, and close. Tendu, plie, and lift, close left, hold for your counts. Here we go. Left, close, left, close, left, plie, lift, and close. One more time, same speed. Right, close. Use those feet. close, plie, lift, and close. Last set at this tempo, and close, plie, onto it. This next set will be full time. Plie, one, plie, lift, and close. Tendu, 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 plie, lift. Keep going. Right, 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 plie, left, 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 plie, and close. How'd you do? We don't repeat that combination to the other side because by working towards the bar, we evenly worked our right and our left side. Hopefully that began to warm up your feet. Really continue to use the floor today as we continue looking at your tendus. Let's put them into a combination on the floor. This is the en croix combination, and it means like a cross. So when you look at the positions, the first position is where my feet are when they're at home, right underneath me. When they're in a tendu position, they start going forward, side, and back. For our purposes, we're going to add the en cloche, like a bell, after the back. So it will go swing, and then close. We'll repeat that whole combination to the back. Back, close first, side, close first, front, swing like a bell, close fifth. Now we're going to try the whole combination en croix, but from fifth position. This can be tricky because our foot that's moving in space will land in different fifth positions, either fifth front or fifth back. Fifth front or fifth back. I'll talk you through it. It goes like this. And the arm will be in second. While I'm showing you today, I'm going to demonstrate with the arm low. Forward, close, side, close, back. Here's our cloche. Swing, swing, close it, back. Then we repeat to the back. Back tendu, side tendu, close front, front, sweeping through, front, and close. That's the en croix and the en cloche positions. We'll do it from first, then we'll do it from fifth. The side combination is a little bit more like what we were doing with our last combination. It includes a plie, but this time the plie, instead of being on two legs, will be on one leg, and it will have the action of melting in and melting towards us with that plie. The melting concept is why they call it a fondue. Let's try this with some music, starting in first position. Resting your hand on the bar, arm comes through the center, right foot starts. Tendu, close to the side, close to the back, back, brush, brush, close first. Now to the back. Side, front, brush it through, close it, fifth. Front, close fifth. Side, close it back. Back, sweep it front, sweep it back, close it back. Repeat to the back. Side, close it front, front, back, and front, and close. To the side. Tendu, fondue, tendu, close it back. Tendu, fondue, tendu, close it front. Again, tendu, fondue, tendu, close back. Tendu, fondue, tendu, close it front. One more time. Front, side, back, brush, brush, and close. Last set. Back and side, front and back and front and close. You can come up onto your demi-point. Practice this position for your balance. It's called susu. Susu means under over, and it's used a lot in ballet. Turn to the other side and plie. We can open our feet back up to first position where we start. Shake out all that tension And let's try it this time to the left. Same combination, I'll talk you through it. Arms coming through the center and open. Here we go. Front, close. Side, close. Back, brush it through, close to first. Now we go back. Side, front, and back, and front. Close fit. And repeat. Front, side, close to the back fit. Point, brush, brush, and close. Point to the back. Side, close it front. Front, back, front, close fit. Side, fondu, tendu, close back. Side, fondu, tendu, close front. Repeat. And close front. We're going to do it one last time. Front, side, close it to the back, and repeat back. Side, front, back, front, and close. Coming into that susu position, nice and tight. As you hold your balance, you can either have your arms high, you can also try your arms to the front, really pulling that together right here in the center to hold your balance and come down. Good. How'd you do? That was a complex combination. If it felt mind-blowing and it was your first time doing an encore, keep repeating it. It's a pattern we use all the time, and it gets much easier. Your next combination will take the tendu, and where we've been using it on the floor, we'll begin to use it to move into the air. More than ever, what you'll want to watch for is to avoid sickling the foot. Let's look at these positions. The first one is called coupe. Coupe means to cut, but it's also called the neck of your foot. It means your ankle. So coupe position front has the tendu position. If I was at tendu front, I'm then picking that position up and placing it right there at the neck or the ankle bone of my foot. If you look at that from the side, please notice how I don't relax my heel onto my leg. Just like we talked about, that heel is always pressing forward so that really only my pinky toe is touching on my leg when looking at coupe front. Coupe back is the exact same position. Don't change your foot at all. Keep that same tendu point, and you're going to press it behind. If you look at this position, you'll notice, again, my heel is still not sickling, pressing forward, and as a result, my toes kind of fall to the back. They fan and reach backward a bit when in coupe back. Coupe is when you're at the neck of the foot. Passe means past, and it's at the knee. Same idea. So we start by going through coupe, and then we draw the foot up in the same position of the foot to the front of the knee. That's called passe front. Passe back allows you to place the toe on the knee. Notice how I don't sickle. I'm still holding that strong, tense shape in my foot for the tendu. And then tendu to the back, coupe to the back, comes down and closes in fit. Our combination today also uses a step called battement en l'air. Remember we talked battement means to beat. En l'air means in the air. If you put these ideas together, we're going to do a small battement and a bigger battement in both positions. In coupe, the battement position, it isn't a beat like this. You don't just go out, in, out, in. It actually has a little bit of a scooping action. So if I was here at the neck of my foot, and this is my working leg, I wouldn't be battement, battement. It actually goes around to the front like an egg, and then kind of comes right back to itself. It doesn't make a big circle. It doesn't want to go behind the leg. It's like a half circle, close. The reverse position from the back, The foot starts to the back, it doesn't go out in, it goes out back and close. Not all the way around. Let's look at that in your feet. So as you draw your foot into the coupe position to battement, you will go forward ever so slightly. It's an extension of your knee. So forward, forward, close it back. And then if we reverse that same concept, it starts from the back and the motion comes forward and forward before closing. Let's put it with some music and you'll get a chance to try this. We'll be doing both coupe and passe. Let me show you that combination before we begin. It will start with coupe to the front, to the back, and close. Coupe back, coupe front, and close. And then we'll go coupe, battement, battement, close back. It repeats the combination starting from the back. So it goes coupe back, front, and close, front, back, and close, and then coupe back. Here's your battement beat, just 2 of those, and close. We repeat the exact same combination at the knee. Let's take a look. Scoops up to the front, don't sickle. Press that heel forward on your passe, and when you do your battement here, it goes forward and out, and closes to the back. To reverse it at the end of the combination, we'll go from passe and forward, and close. Let's try that with some music. I'll talk you along. Starting with your right foot in 5th position front, nice and strong up the front, and your arms come through. Bring the arms down as you coupe back, and close. Coupe back to the front, hold, and close. Now we're gonna battement. Coupe, battement, battement, close back, and repeat that. Battement front, close front. Passes. Passe, back, lift, and close. Coupe, passe, to the front, and close. Passe, out, close it back. Passe, in, and close. Coupe, and close. Coupe, lift, point, close, coupe, out, close it back, coupe back, in, close it front. Passes, passe, lift, back, and close. Coupe, passe, front, and close. Here come those battements. Front, battement, and passe, battement, and close. Turn it around, and how did you do? That's a very different combination, and you may begin to feel without the floor there to provide resistance, it becomes very easy for that tendu shape to start changing once it lifts off the floor. Feel free to take the time to stop and correct yourself. It's better to work with better habits right away. For our last section today, we'll be looking at grande battements. Grande means full, and battement means to beat. So where before we were doing battements en l'air with our legs, this time the grande battement is a full extension. The tendu happens on the floor, but it's part of the brushing action. So you pass through the tendu as you lift the leg for the battement. The grande battement is meant to be a very large and dynamic step, but you should adapt it to your body and your own stretching capabilities. If today is your first ballet lesson especially, or if you just know you need some time for your muscles to get more limber, take these grande battements a lower position, either at 90 degrees or even 45 degrees as we go today. And you'll work up to those larger positions as you gain more strength. Let's take a look at what the battement looks like. We'll be starting from first position, and we're going to use the same en croix pattern that we did for our tendus. So, where we did tendu, 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 brush, brush, and close, We'll do that same pattern with your battement. So it will be a battement, 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 brush through, close it first. We'll repeat it to the back, to the side, front and front, close fifth. Same pattern in fifth, front and close, side and close, back, brush through, close back. Last pattern in fifth, back and side and front, brush through. On that last brush through, we're gonna come through that susu position and turn right around in the middle of the music very quickly. And if you want to hold, come back down to first position. You will probably feel yourself in fifth position because the soutenu position puts you in fifth. Feel free to come down right into your first so that you're ready for your first battement. The music will be fast. You can always catch up. Let's get started. Standing nice and tall. Lift. Front. Side. Back. Front. Back. Close first. Back. Side. Front. Close fifth. Same. Front. Side. Back. Close it back. Last set. Back. Side. Get ready to turn around. Just do first. Front. Side. Back. Close first. Back. Side. Front. Close fifth. Front. Side. Back. Brush. Close back. Last set. Side. Front and turn. How'd you do? What a great time we've had today. Whew, what a workout. I hope that you've had a chance to explore what tendu feels like in your body and especially your feet. Keep working through that. It's a very useful position and we'll be using it a lot more in more classes. I hope you enjoyed yourself today and you learned a lot more about the tendu step. We'll be using that in future work as well, so keep practicing and come back and join us again. Thanks again.